Hey everybody, book number 19, The Gingerbread Man. And this is a pretty old book because the original price on it was 19 cents. This came out of great grandma's house. I can't remember if it was actually mine or grandma got it at some other time. I like the illustrations. I like the dog and the cat there. And the little old lady looks so happy making and doing her baking. The Gingerbread Man, as told by Patricia Martin Zenz, illustrated by W.T. Myers. Or W.T. Mars, sorry. Copyright 1963. So this book could be almost as old as Grandma. I like this picture. They still like each other after being married all those years. He's just sitting there next to her while she looks like she's either snapping green beans or depotting peas. And their cute little cottage. Cows on the farm there. A rather long time ago, there lived a little old man and a little old woman in a tiny house in the green country. Their cottage was a small one at the edge of a lovely woods where the air was sweet with the songs of birds. Indeed, theirs was a happy life. The old man was a good carpenter, and he kept himself busy by repairing the little cottage. And the old woman was a good cook, and she made bread and cookies for the little old man. One day, as the little old woman was rolling out gingerbread for cookies, she decided to make the gingerbread into the shape of a little man. So she fashioned a sturdy little boy from the sweet, dark gingerbread. On his jacket, she put 3 plump raisins for buttons. She gave him almonds for his 2 eyes and a red candy mouth. She has a very old-fashioned oven, probably uses wood. Then she put him in the oven to bake. And while he baked, she thought of him, and the little old lady loved her gingerbread man with all her heart. Perhaps it was her love for him that made a strange and wonderful thing happen. For when he was finished baking, she opened the oven and out popped the little cocky man. He jumped to the floor and began to run away. The little old lady threw up her hands and ran after him. They're both running. She called to her husband, who was mending the flower box. He dropped his hammer, and they both ran after the gingerbread man, but they couldn't catch him. Soon the gingerbread man came to a barn full of threshers beating the grain from the wheat. He called to them as he ran by, "I'm a little gingerbread man. Out of the oven I jumped and ran away from a little old woman and man, and I can run away from you, I can." Then the whole barn full of threshers, with hay sticking from their shirts, began to run after him behind the little old man and the little old woman. But they could not catch him. These women are holding a farm implement called a sickle, and they would use it to cut things. In this case, they've got wheat that they're cutting. So they would be harvesting. Uncle Denny has a great big combine to do that now. The plump little gingerbread man bread legs ran on until he came to a field full of mowers cutting the wheat. He called out to them, "I'm a little gingerbread man. Out of the oven I jumped and ran away from a little old woman and a man, and I ran from the threshers of the barn, and I can run away from you, I can." Oh, look, there they all are, running after him. Then the mowers joined the parade of people running after the gingerbread man, but they could not catch him. He ran and on past fields and houses until he came to a cow. He called out to her, "I'm a little gingerbread man. Out of the oven I jumped and ran away from a little old woman and man. I ran from the threshers of the barn and the mowers working on the farm, and I can run away from you, I can." The cow started to chase him too, but she was too big and he was too quick and nimble. The cow could not catch him either. Soon the whole barnyard of animals was chasing him. The plump pink pigs, the white woolly lambs, and the chattering chicks. But none of them could catch the gingerbread man. He ran and ran until he came to a fox, and he called out to him, "I'm a little gingerbread man. I ran from a little old woman and man. I ran from threshers in the barn and mowers working on the farm, from a cow and followed a chase, a barnyard that joined the race, and I can run away from you, I can." Uh-oh. Then the fox began to chase the gingerbread man. Now, foxes can run fast as the wind, so it was not very long before the fox caught up with the gingerbread man and snip, snap, swallowed him up. That was the end of the little runaway gingerbread man. But don't you wonder what would have happened if he had never tried to run away at all? The gingerbread man.